Hey guys, it's me Kaiwan from Kaiwan Production. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm back with another series of how you can edit like famous photographer. But in this special series, I'm gonna show you how to shoot and how to edit like very popular photographer by the name of Caleb. As always, I'm really bad at pronouncing names. So without further ado, we're gonna take some shots here and I'm gonna show you the process of how I take photos, similarly to Caleb photos, and then we're gonna get back to home and start the editing process. So without further ado, let's just get in. Alright guys, so we're done with this shot and we're done with the photo shoot and we got this shot here. So right now we're gonna take this photo into Photoshop and make some magic, I guess. And also one thing, these aperture lights were really helpful. I don't know what's the name of the product, but I will put the link in the description if you want to get these. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's just jump to Photoshop. Alright guys, so right now we are in camera raw filter, and as you can see, this is the original image that we have. As you can see, these are the light that I used. So we have a really nice reflection of the lights here on my right side. We have another light under my legs here. It's also a very, I don't know, it's like there's no point, but the thing is, it makes the photo much interesting and more dramatic, we can say, more cinematic. We're gonna start with white balance. I want to bring down some of the temperature. I want to have like cool tint to it. Alright, so maybe you can see now it has a very cool tint to it. We can actually make it better later on. So right now we have basic adjustment here. I want to add a little bit of the exposure around 0.35. Obviously, I should not mention the numbers because your picture would be kind of different. And if you want to actually download this picture, I will put it down. The link will be in the description so you can also practice on it. Alright, so I'm not going to touch the contrast because obviously I think the contrast is pretty good on this image. I want to bring down some of the highlight so we can have more details on a face and everything. A little bit of the shadows so we can also bring back some of the darkness, some of the brightness in the darkness. I want to bring down some whites, add some blacks. And then I want to bring down some of the clarity around -5 so we can have like this smooth, silky look to it. And I want to bring down some of the saturation to around -15. Alright guys, so the next thing I want to do, I want to add the adjustment brush here, and I want to kind of add the light to the top of the image. And I've already set up the exposure to 2.35 and also some brightness and warmness on temperature tint. So all I'm gonna do is just bright up the top like this, but obviously I'm not gonna go with too much here. Brush a little bit upper from the main image. I just want to add some light to the top of the image, and I might actually add some contrast to it too. And then back to the basic adjustment, and then we have tone curves here. Make sure you go to point. Alright guys, so tone curves, I want to actually create 3 points, one from the highlight area, and one from the mid-tone or upper mid-tone, and one also from the shadow area. So basically this is how tone curve works. So I want to fade the shadow a little bit, grabbing the left bottom corner point, add a little bit of mid-tone here so we can have more brightness, and then add a little bit of the highlight too so we can have more brightness on the highlight. So pretty much same thing with fading the highlight here. Alright guys, so we're done with the RGB channel. Now I want to change it to red. If you want to play with colors in tone curves, you can actually play with it by changing the channel to red, green, blue. And here's the magic happen guys. So when you actually go to red, you can actually control the blue and the red by bringing down, let's say, the highlight to the bottom, you get more blue. To up, you get more redness on the highlight. So pretty much this is how it works. Now I'm gonna make 3 points here, okay? I'm gonna make 1 point at the highlight and 1 point at the mid-tone here, and yeah, pretty much like that. I'm just gonna make my pop up my highlight a little bit and bring down my mid-tone here. Maybe, okay, I'm gonna create another point here. It might looks weird a little bit now, but it will be better the feature. Wait for it. Now we're gonna go to green and we're gonna do the same process. I want to create a point from the highlight, make it up a little bit. Same thing with the midtone, the shadow point here. As you can see, we're already getting a very nice look and dramatic look to it. We're gonna do pretty much the same process as I mentioned. Now if you want to know why I'm doing the same process, obviously because this will balance the colors together. This is like a technique that I use sometimes to create a very balanced colors in my pictures. Same with the shadow, and oops, we are done. Alright, so right now I'm gonna go to the details. I've already added some sharpening, I guess. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Now we have Hsl Adjustment. Now this is a very important part, and I think it's one of the most important part to play with colors here. I'm gonna explain what's hue and saturation and luminance is. So hue, basically you change any color from the picture. You know, for example, if you have red, you want to make it more red, or you can actually change it to orange, or you can, you know, basically change the blues, the cyan blue to more blue or to magenta. So basically you're playing with colors and you can easily change any color in the picture. In my case, I just want to add a little bit of red. I want to change the skin tone on my face, more orangey tone to it. Obviously don't have to go to the same numbers because you know, I'm playing around, and this is good for my pictures and your picture might be different. So also want to add some aqua to it, change the, you know, the green color to more blue, the blue color to more cyan color, and then we have purple. I want to add some purple. I want to change it to magenta. Same to magenta, to more magenta here. In saturation, you can pretty much control the vibrance of each color in the photo. So I just want to bring down some of the reds here so I can have a better skin tone. I usually don't like boosted or red skin tone. That's why I always bring down the reds and the orange on my most photos here. And I want to bring down some green because I don't want to, you know, boost greens in the background. Yeah, pretty much like that. I want to bring down some of the blue too, so we don't have these boosted color in the background. Pretty much for the purple, magenta. Then I'll be jumping to luminance, and in luminance I might actually bring down some of the reds to have more depth and details on my skin tone. Bring down some of the yellow. Also maybe add some yellow. That was orange, by the way. Yeah, aqua we have around 10. Just play around. I might actually bring down some blue. Alright, now I'm done with HSL. Now I'm just gonna jump to effects here, and I want to add some grain to it, so it's kind of have like moody look to it. And with grain it looks really good, but I'm not gonna go with too much grain. So if you zoom in, we have a little bit of grains here. It makes it kind of more realistic because it was shot before night. I'm gonna get back to my, here we have adjustment brush. I want to add more warmness temperature, or not actually, I just want to add more exposure and add a little more contrast. And then obviously I'm going to jump back to my basic adjustment, and here we have camera calibration. In camera calibration you can actually play with the tint colors. I might actually go with -4 here. I want to add some more greeny vibe to it. Here I want to add some hue to the red primary so we can have more orange to it. Let's go with 10 or 15, and then after that I want to add super. I want to go with super, you know, saturated vibe, so we can have more realistic skin tone to it because it was kind of off from the face. Pretty much gonna play around with green primary here, bring down some of the saturation, add some, maybe bring down some of the saturation on the blue primary so we don't have that much blue. So yeah, pretty much like this. So yeah guys, this is before and after. I'm really happy with the result, and obviously if you don't want to do all of this adjustment, I have very similar preset to get a similar look. You can check out, the link will be in the description. There's so many packs that you can get, and one of the pack that could do similar look to this is probably the film look and outdoor preset pack. So I'll put both links in the description so you can go and check them out. So now I'm gonna open my image, and the fun part is to remove the unnecessary stuff that I don't want to be shown. Now obviously I'm gonna go with a Instagram size, so I'm gonna crop it with 1:1. And then before we do anything, I want to duplicate my background with Command J or Control J if you're using Windows. And then after that, I want to go to Spot Healing Brush and remove this hand here to make it more realistic. Obviously, I'm not going to just keep it like that. Just play around, make it. And then I'm going to remove this black hole in the background with Spot Healing Brush. Obviously, you have to be careful. Alright guys, so basically now what I did, I took a screenshot of my live stream while it was covered, the camera cover, so it can appear with black background. So for example, let me show you the screenshot here. Here the screenshot, as you can see, it's black. And the reason I did that because I wanted to cover up with black background. So when I basically apply it on this image, all I have to do is just change the normal blend to screen, so that black background goes away, and boom, that's it. It's very easy and very simple. And I was using like one of the accounts that I don't use much. I just have 1 views here, but obviously if you have more followers, it would be more interesting to look at it. But anyway, that's why I'm sad. As you can see my face, I have only 1 view. So hey guys, all you have to do is just adjust the live stream screenshot. And then you have to make it kind of more futuristic by adding a glow. So how to add a glow? All you have to do is just go to FX here, FX section. It's a very small button here, and then you're gonna go and click on outer glow. Now obviously I've already done that, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to look for a color that match pretty much the same with the background. So I went with this color here, and then I clicked OK, and obviously I played a little bit with the size and everything to pop the glow out of it. That's it guys. The only hard part was for me to color grade the picture. So guys, here's a quick recap. You take a screenshot from your live stream or whatever it is, but make sure the background is black, so when you put it in Photoshop you just change the normal blend to screen and then you have it. And to make it more interesting, all you have to do is just add a glow to it, and that's it. Pretty much that's it. It was not even hard. It was just an idea and a vision that you have. And obviously the whole video was inspired by Caleb. I'm not sure how I pronounce his name, but make sure you go check him out. The link will be in the description of his Instagram. Also, I think he's making a YouTube channel too, so if he makes a YouTube channel, if he already have it, I'll also put the link in the description. And also don't forget to support me by going to my store and check out my stuff. There's a lot of preset pack, there is a lot of freebie stuff you might be interested in. Until next time, I see you later.